Culture heads, what's going on? We're here back for another great edition of Culture News today. It's a brand new week, so you already know it's been a lot of stuff happening over the weekend, so that's probably like a majority of what I've been like scouring and reading about today. It's just stuff that happened and even stuff people getting prepared for the week coming up. So yeah, shout out to all the culture heads. Thanks for tuning in. You already know it's Culture News all day, every day, right on AnthemCulture.com. You get to learn about some of the great things happening around the world when it comes to culture. You know, it's a lot of great things, a lot of exciting things from a lot of different industries, a lot of different people. I mentioned like a lot of different events coming up and things of that nature. So yeah, tell a friend to tune in and we can keep this moving. Definitely like to share everything that I know about culture, and it just continues to grow. So yeah, make sure you continue to check out Anthem Culture every single day, and we're gonna get right to it. One of the first stories that we have coming up today is actually called Zona Meco, which is an exhibit that's going to be happening out in Mexico City at the Centro City Banamex. So that's going to be going on from February 7th to the 11th. So you have a couple days just to check out a lot of contemporary art from out in Mexico. So this is actually the 8th edition of it, and well, actually I take that back, it's the 15th anniversary of it, and it's gonna be over 170 exhibitors from 27 countries. So be prepared to see a lot of different artwork, man. This should be like really exciting, and they're actually gonna have works ranging from like modern works from new artists, established artists, emerging artists, and they're also gonna have like from furniture, design, pretty much anything that has to do with artwork. So I mean, if you're really a fan of artwork and you just happen to be out in La Ciudad de Mexico at that time, I definitely recommend you check that out. Apparently like the whole platform, Zona Meco, is becoming like Mexico's leading platform when it comes to art and design, and even just their reach internationally. It helps continue to grow the art scene out in Mexico. So make sure you check that out, read more about the dates, everything that's going to be happening in Zona Meco right on AnthemCulture.com. Out in Taiwan, they're actually like combining like a lot of different things together, like when it comes to like 3D art and also like cafe latte art. So like if you ever been to a cafe recently, and like especially like one of the artistic ones, they always draw like different designs or animals or words right in the bubbles of the actual coffee. So this artist, this barista by the name of Chang Kyo Fang, is actually taking that to the next step and now incorporating 3D designs into the latte art. So one of the craziest things is actually like looking at the pictures of it, just because it's literally like 3D art right on top of the cup of coffee or whatever you may order. So from drawing like animals to like literally like taking a picture right on your iPhone and being able to construct that into like amazing art. So apparently like the article says it only takes her like 15 minutes to do it and actually like draw and construct it, but the prices range, so you're not only like buying your actual cup of coffee, but you're now paying for the artwork, which is pretty cool and something that you would definitely want to like take a picture of, Instagram and stuff like that. So I'm never usually the type that like takes pictures of my food, but something like this, when you actually see it, you're definitely going to be like, okay, well, I have to like remember this moment. And just to add to the growing collection of various artworks that she's done. So make sure you check more about that on AnthemCulture.com. Remember, that's out in Taiwan. So if you don't have a chance to get check it out, I'm sure you can find like all of her artwork and stuff like that online. So you'll be able to link right to that right on AnthemCulture.com. So make sure you go check it out. So Azerbaijan, I actually met somebody from Azerbaijan a couple years back, and they're telling me like a whole bunch of interesting things about the country. So definitely a place I want to go check out. But apparently like they're making waves when it comes to fashion. So not only is their fashion becoming popular right in the country itself, but now it's starting to expand to like many of the other countries that are known as fashion hubs. So you guessed it, French. Out in France, out in France, they're actually like recognizing one of the designers out that way by the name of Bakria Kalafova, and she actually got featured in one of the popular magazines entitled Wear. And yeah, this magazine really just like ran through and talked about like her upbringing, her inspiration, and just her overall career when it comes to fashion. And they're honoring her as like one of the top fashion designers as well, especially like coming up and being involved in like the fashion week. So she really got a chance to like showcase a lot of the upcoming designs. So all of that happened out in Paris. So it was definitely a great opportunity for her just to get a lot more exposure and introduce her to the international fashion world and take it a step above just Azerbaijani. So now the world has eyes and attention on her, so you'll be able to like check out the actual article right on anthemculture.com of where she got featured, as well as a couple brief points here and there mentioned from one of the Azerbaijani publications. So make sure you read more about that on anthemculture.com. It's definitely like a great story to read about, and even just seeing like some design ideas from like new places. So make sure you check that out. Out in Thailand, we have another great story. Actually, when I was out there, the entire like country was in mourning for one of the passing of their most recent king. So now the current king, now I guess you could consider that the entire country is now out of mourning for him and beginning to move forward and help develop and really follow under the rule of the new king. So I'm not even gonna pronounce the name. It's pretty wild. It's King Maha Vajiralongkorn, something like that. But yeah, shout out to him, man. You get to check out the spelling on there. So somebody tell me if I'm saying it right or wrong. But they're actually planning on putting together an entire festival that really captures the history of Thailand's, all of the monarchs that served in Thailand. So not only his father, but I guess essentially his granddad. So it's going to be a lot of different relics, a lot of different things that they help put together when it comes to Thailand. So his father was actually like really respected. So this was like a major thing. And even just being out there, you saw information about it literally every single corner. You could find something new about it. They had pictures and everything all over the place. So this entire festival is definitely going to be a great thing. It's going to be happening right at the Royal Plaza, which is a public square. So from like February 8th to March 11th, you'll be able to see all of the exhibits pretty much about the rulers of Thailand, dating all the way back to 1868, which is pretty crazy. So you get to really learn a lot about the history of it, the development of the country. So it's going to be gardens, fountains, and even like historic structures all being built here. So be on the lookout for that. It's literally a month away now. It's January 8th and it's happening February 8th. So yeah, get prepared for that. I'm sure they're already like starting to develop everything for it out there. So be on the lookout for that to start rising, and look out for more information on that right on anthemculture.com. We also have a story from the Netherlands. They're forward thinking as far as like thinking about like how many cities are actually built along like waterways, and just paying attention to like a lot of the, I guess you could say, catastrophes around the world when it comes to just cities being built along canals, riverways, pretty much any body of water. So they really want to develop like a solution for it. So one of their solutions that they're now starting to put into place is actually like develop floating grounds essentially. So really like build artificial ground that's floating right on the water, where they're then able to build right on top of it. So I know one of the things in plans is actually an apartment complex that's going to be right on the water. So literally as the water levels rise, the apartment building rises up with it. So they're hoping that this is able to sustain any kind of water damage that could potentially happen in the future, and just develop a new way of like developing architecture. So they have a lot of famous Dutch architects being a part of that project. So you can even check out like some of the pictures, read about like some of the popular names, and even just like the technicals behind it when it comes to actually like building ground on the land, ground on the water. So yeah, make sure you read more about that on anthemculture.com. Right on there, it's an interesting read. But for the time being, you already know, check out those stories. And tomorrow we're going to have like a fresh new batch of news stories from around the world. If you have any country that you have in mind that you want to get some information about, feel free to let me know. I'll scour my feeds and resources and see what we come up with and see if anything is happening around there and keep that in mind. But we get sources literally from like all over the world, every single country, no matter how big or small. So yeah, we definitely do see a lot of like interesting things come across. And I enjoy reading it all. I hope you guys enjoy reading all the content on there. It's often like a lot of videos included with a lot of these articles, so it's real visual, real fun just to learn about new things around the world. So make sure you guys continue to check out anthemculture.com all day, every day, continuously updated. And let me know what you guys think of the content on there. Leave comments, share videos, share posts, all of that good stuff. Shout out to all the culture heads. Appreciate culture.